Yes, people. We're back again on the finished article, all things football. And straight away, we've got Idris leaving comments. Yes, bro, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate that. Appreciate you tuning in straight away. In this video, we are going to be reviewing the Europa League and the Europa Conference League. Before we do, I'm going to bring my boy Shazad on. Yes, bro. How are we?
What's happening, bro? You good?
Yes, all good, man. There's no need to be sorry, Idris. It's all good if you couldn't be on the last video. You can go check it out after or whenever. That video was on Ronaldo coming back to Manchester, which we had a good time doing that video. But yeah, Shaz, we all good?
Living the dream, bro. It's Friday night. Alhamdulillah, can't complain, man.
Have you calmed down now from the excitement of Ronaldo coming?
Well, I'll let you know if I manage to sleep through the night. But yeah, I think I pretty much got it down to a T, bro. It's definitely calmed. But you know what? Let's go through the motions again. As always,
Yes,
please
bro.
leave a like, subscribe, and comment. Big up to those that have subscribed and helped us reach 100 subscribers. We are on the race to 200 now. And as I mentioned before on the last podcast, we will be doing the draw for the 100 subscriber winner. So please make sure you do subscribe and make your profile visible. Share it with myself or Shaz on Twitter, or reach out to us on the finished article. You can see the handles below on Facebook, YouTube, and the finished article. And as always, follow us on our personal Twitter handles. So if you need to reach out to us, want us to cover any particular topic, do let us know. And Shaz, you want to bring up the fantasy football draw?
Yes. So we've got a fantasy football league on the official Premier League website. Invitation code is on the screen right now. Get yourselves joined in. You probably missed game week 1 and 2. But if you fancy yourself, if you fancy you could do well, get yourselves in. There will be prizes for the winners at the end of the season and every month. But as we've said, you have to be subscribed to the channel if you're the winner of the month or the seasonal prize. If you're not, you won't get the prize, and the prize won't be moved to the next person. So there is that. So make sure you are subscribed and signed up into the league. But without further ado, we've got the Europa League draw to go through. Just give me a minute. I just need to zoom in on them so they come up properly on the screen, bro. There we go. Actually, that's not right. Give me a sec. Zoom out a little. Okay, it's going to bring 2 groups on at a time. Can't get it to do one group, but that's minor. Here we go. So we're starting off with Group A. Leon, Rangers, Sparta Praha, and Brøndby. Decent group. I think Leon will top that group and Rangers. So just the way that it is on there on the screen, that's how they're going to finish. Leon, Rangers, Sparta Praha, and Brøndby. No, I'm joking. Brøndby aren't a bad team. I think they'll cause trouble for the other teams.
There won't be any pushovers, that's for sure.
No, I think they've always been, a decent team. So that's going to be an interesting group. What are your thoughts on Group A there, Shaz?
For me, it's between Leon and Rangers. I'm not sure on the order. It depends. I would say Leon will come first, Rangers second. Brøndby, I think, will give everyone a tough side, but they should be beatable by those in the league. And as always, it'd be interesting to see how Rangers get on. Another British team, but they seem to struggle when it comes to European competition. So let's see how they get on this year.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. It'll be good to see that group. It's a decent group. But we'll move on to Group B, which I think is going to be a decent group because it's by the team at the bottom, Sturm. I think the other 3 teams are really good. Monaco, PSV, and Real Sociedad. I think they're all good quality teams.
Yeah, I mean, for me in this group, I would say that it's a shout out between Real Sociedad and PSV and Monaco. I can't really call out who are direct winners.
Yeah, no, there's just some comments from Idris here about Group B. First place Sociedad, second place Monaco, third place PSV, and then Sturm. And the reason he's saying that is because PSV lost Malin, their main striker. I didn't actually know they've lost him. I didn't know he'd left. So that's interesting. It's interesting then. If PSV have lost their main striker, then maybe it's Real Sociedad and Monaco that top that group.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past that. I do agree with that assessment.
Yeah, no, definitely. Then we've got Group C with another British team, Leicester, up against Napoli, Spartak Moscow, and Legia.
Yeah.
I think Leicester are more than capable of getting through that group. Whether they top it or come second, I'm not too sure, but I think they'll be there at the top two at the end of that group.
Yeah, for me, I think Napoli wins the group. Leicester comes second. It's going to be Spartak Moscow, and obviously Legia will be the whipping boys of the group.
Yeah.
So no issues there.
Sorry, bro. We just got another comment from Idris. Yeah, Malin scored 28 goals for PSV last season. That's a lot of goals to lose from one player, man. So where did he go? Has he left the club or is he injured? What's the situation with him? I'll let Shaz get on to Group C whilst we wait for the news on that.
So Group D, we've got Olympiacos, Frankfurt, Fenerbahce, and Antwerp. And you know what? I think in this group, I think
they're all decent teams, aren't they? To be fair,
they're all evenly matched in this group. It's almost like I would say Olympiacos will qualify, and I would say probably Fenerbahce from Turkey take second place. Fenerbahce have Ozil in their squad, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they have. They have, and there's just there's something that we'll obviously touch on later about the European games because they have taken away the away goal rule.
Yes, they have.
Even in the Champions League and in the Europa League and Europa Conference League, they've taken that away. So that's going to be very interesting to see now, especially in the later stages where you've got the two legs. The semi-finals, the quarterfinals.
How does it work now? So if they're taking the away goal rule away,
so it'll just go to golden goal and penalties, just like it would in a World Cup or a European Championship. All right, okay. So Malin went to Dortmund. I didn't actually know that they needed another striker. They've got Haaland, but having Haaland and another striker who can get you 28 goals, that's pretty dangerous, man.
I think they got them from the Sancho money that was 100%. Obviously transferred out this season. But no, that's a good point. 100%. Thanks for sharing that, Idris.
No, I appreciate that update there, Idris. I didn't actually know Dortmund signed anyone after they got rid of Sancho, so it's good to know that they've got a striker who can bang in 28 goals. But let's get on to the next group, E. We've got Lazio, Lokomotiv Moscow, Marseille, and Galatasaray. Another decent group. I think that's going to be Galatasaray and Lazio for me.
Yeah, I would say that those two. I would actually say Lazio top, Galatasaray second.
I don't know which way to put them. I think they're both capable of winning that group.
It depends on who turns up best for the games. Like I said,
that's it. It's going to be a matter of who turns up for the games and get to get the points in it. No, definitely that's going to be a good one. I'll let you go for the next group, bro.
So group
and the reason I'm saying that is because I can't pronounce three of those teams' names.
Okay, so Group F is Braga, Crevenza, Zedza, Ludogorets, and Midtjylland. And I'll be honest
with you. Good attempts, bro. Good attempts there, bro.
I heard of a couple of these teams because Man United played Midtjylland back in 2016. Mm-hmm. That was incidentally Rashford's debut.
It was indeed.
It was before he played Arsenal, and boom, and so knows about this. Got 2 goals against them, but we'll leave that to one side. Bro, do you know what? I haven't seen Arsenal in any of these leagues. Have Arsenal even qualified? Oh, pipe bomb! Boom.
Wow.
That's my Arsenal pipe bomb for this show. But yeah, I think they're evenly matched teams. I can't really call it. I think they might, whoever gets through will be lucky to get past the last 16 anyway. But
definitely, man, definitely. Another interesting fact about that striker, Malin, his second position's a winger, so I think he'll take over from Sancho.
Okay,
Haaland could do some damage. Idris is saying he thinks Midtjylland will top the group that they're in, so that's interesting to see. They're interesting to see that group. But let's get on to the last two groups, sorry. We've got Leverkusen with Celtic, Betis, and Ferencvaros. I've never heard of that last team, so I can't really say much about them. This group, I've got a feeling Celtic aren't going to do well because they don't do well in Europe. Leverkusen and Betis will win that group, and Celtic and the other team will be out.
Yeah, I would say Betis first, Leverkusen second, Celtic finishing bottom.
Definitely. I don't know if Celtic will finish bottom because there's a team that we've never heard of, so they could be the underdog of that group. They could be a really good team. They could be a really bad team. We won't know until we see them play.
We won't know. And Group H, moving on, Dynamo Zagreb.
No, hold on. Just before you carry on. So the other team that we've not heard of is the last team is in the same city as Fenerbahce. So they're a Turk. Is it Turkish? They're Turkish.
They're Turkish, yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. I had a feeling that it could be similar because the names, sound similar. But yeah, no, that's interesting, man. Idris knows his football, man. Idris knows his football.
Nice one, Idris.
But yeah, sorry, bro. I'll let you get on to Group H.
So Group H being Dynamo Zagreb, Genk, West Ham, and Rapid Vienna. I would say this is a shootout.
This is a tough group.
West Ham I think will do well. West Ham, and then
it is a tough group for them, though.
Dynamo Zagreb, yeah, it's tough, but it'll be interesting to see how they get on in the first slice of European competition in quite a while.
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. I think it'll be interesting to see how West Ham do in that group. I think they're more than capable of, winning the group or coming second in that group. But it'll be interesting to see them and how well they'll do.
Yeah, true.
But that is all the groups for the Europa League. So Europa League wise, there's some decent teams, bro. There's some decent teams. Real Sociedad, you've got Fenerbahce, West Ham, Leicester. There's a lot of decent teams in there. So out of all the teams, Chaz, could you pick one team who you think could go through and win it, or not yet?
Napoli. I would say Napoli are my favorite.
Yeah, Napoli are a really good team, man. They've got some good players, and you know what? It's either going to be Napoli or Real Sociedad. I think that will be winning it. That could be the final. Never know.
Never know.
Our boy Idris is saying Leicester. He's going with Leicester to win a European trophy. That could happen. I mean, Leicester have got a good group.
That's a good shout.
It's a good shout. Leicester could. I wouldn't want to say West Ham because I don't. Even though I think they'll do well, but I don't know if they've got enough to win this trophy. I don't know. I mean, like I said, anything could happen. It could even be Rangers or Celtic. Who knows? Could even be Arsenal if they're in it. But they're not in it. You get what I mean? Sorry, Sal. But yeah, there is another champion. There's another trophy in Europe now, which is the UEFA Europa Conference League.
Correct. Yeah.
The draw for this was done at the same time as the Europa League. Those two draws were done today. The Champions League draw was yesterday. If you've not seen the video where we review the Champions League draw, go check that out. That is in the All Things Football playlist. We did that yesterday, so go check that out if you've not seen it, and we'll see you back here after you've watched it. But we are about to now go through the Europa Conference League, not the Europa League, the Europa Conference League. I don't know why they needed another European tournament, but they did, and we're going to review the groups. So Group A, Lask, Tel Aviv, Alshkert, and HSK. Out of them, I've only heard of Lask and Tel Aviv. I've not heard of the other two teams, so I can't really say much about them. But I know Lask aren't a bad team. I think United played them. Was it last season we played them?
Yeah, last season. Yeah,
we played them last season. Tel Aviv are the Israeli team, I believe.
Yes.
Sorry, Shaz. You do Group B, or give your thoughts on Group A. I'm just going to grab my charger. For some reason, it's laptop's about.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine, bro. I'll carry on. So for me, Group A, I think it would be a winner simply for Lask. I think they are probably the strongest side in the group. Tel Aviv and Alashkart and HJK haven't really heard much on, so it'll be interesting to see how it gets on. Group B is between Genk, Partizan, Flora, and Taurusis. For me, again, I'm just going to put it out straight that I think out of the 4 teams here, it's got to be Ghent because I haven't heard of the other 3.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
So I think they might be newbies.
Our man Idris is saying Genk are going to win the whole thing. Ghent, or
Genk.
He thinks they're going to win the whole tournament. I mean, they are a good team. And out of the Group B, the top 2 are the only ones I've heard of. Again, the other 2 I've not heard of.
Yeah.
That's going to be It's going to be an interesting tournament because there's not a lot of teams I've really heard of in this group or in these groups, bro. So I can't really predict who's going to win the groups based on just knowing the teams that we do, because I only know basically probably a quarter or half the teams in this whole tournament.
No, that's true. Very true.
So next group is we've got Group C with a team I actually know: Roma, Zorya Luhansk, KSK Sofia, and Bodo Glimt. I think the bottom one's a German team.
Yeah.
The third one looks like a Russian team. The other one I'm not sure, and obviously we've got Roma in there. Roma should have no problems winning that group. Second, I'd be guessing if I could say another team in that group could do well because I don't know any of them. The tournament, I believe, from the teams that I've seen so far, Roma are favourites to win that.
Yeah.
I don't know why they're in this and not the Europa League.
So I think it's, if you're talking about Roma in particular, I think it's because their league positioning, they finished a bit too low to get qualified for the Europa League. It's basically an incentive to the other teams to say, look, if you want to get some form of European action, then perform well in your personal league. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Definitely, bro, definitely. What's this? He said, never mind, Roma and AZ will go far or even win. And then we've got Rander's second. I've never even heard of Rander's. That's this team in Group D. So I'll let you go through Group D, Shaz.
So Group D is AZ Alkmaar, CFR Cluj, Jablonec, and Randers. Again, apart from Cluj and Alkmaar, I've not heard of the other 2. So
exactly, man. Exactly, man. It'll be interesting to see these new teams, to be fair. Well, they're not new teams, but to me, they're new teams because I've never heard of them. So it's going to be interesting to see these teams perform and see how well they are, how good they are. So that's going to be really interesting, bro. I'm going to enjoy watching this tournament because it's got a lot of teams that I've not heard of.
No, that's true.
But it has got some teams that we have heard of. So it's going to be an interesting one. Next, Group E, we've got Slavia Praha, Feyenoord, Union Berlin, and Haifa. I've heard of all of them, to be fair. I'm not going to lie. I've heard of all of them. Winners, I probably say Slavia Praha of the group and Feyenoord. They're both decent teams. The other 2 aren't as good in my eyes.
Yeah, I'm going to go Feyenoord for first and Slavia Prague second. That's just my take on it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine. Then we've got Group F. We've got Copenhagen, PAOK, Slovan, Bratislava, and Lincoln Red Imps. I've not heard of them. So the 2 teams at the top there I've heard of, the other 2 I've not. So again, I can't really predict much in this group. What are your thoughts on that Group F there, Shaz? Sorry, I'll bring it back up.
So Group F is Copenhagen, Panathinaikos, Slaven, Bratislava, and Lincoln Red Imps. I think it's between Panathinaikos and Copenhagen. I think if I had to pick one, I would say Panathinaikos finished number 1 and Copenhagen number 2.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. I think there's 2 more groups. Yeah, there's 2 more groups. I'll bring them up. So we've got Group G, Tottenham, Rennes, Vitesse, and Mura. Now, Tottenham should be favourites to win that group and maybe the tournament because, let's be honest, they've got a good squad. It's just they need to perform. And I think this is one of their chances to win a trophy.
Yeah.
Will they do it? We don't know. It's too
Only
early
time
to
will tell.
tell. It depends how well they perform in the group and what type of momentum they have in the group. And the league as well, bro, because your momentum from your previous games, whether the league or the cup, move on to the other, your other groups. You're right there, Shaz. Like you're falling asleep on me there, bro.
No, then that pretty much sums up how boring this conference league is.
I'll let you do Group H so you don't fall asleep on me there, bro.
No, it's fine. Basel, Karabag, Kairat, and Omonia.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
I've only ever heard of Basel.
I've heard of Karabag, but that was probably one off in the Champions League. I think they played. Kairat, not really come across them, and Basel, obviously a well-renowned Swiss team. I think for me, this is between Basel and Karabag.
Okay. I mean, to me, that's just going to be Basel winning that group.
Yeah, Basel
winning. The other three teams, I'll be honest, I've not heard of them.
Exactly.
I don't know which Champions League season that other team were in that you're referring to, but you know what I mean.
It was a while back, I remember.
It was a while back. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. But yeah, Idris is saying Tottenham probably favourites to win. Exactly, I think they are. Tottenham or Roma would probably be favourites. That could be a good final. I think they both could get there and do some damage.
It depends on if Tottenham can hold their nerve and focus on actually performing.
Well, let's be honest, when have Tottenham ever held their nerve, bro?
Never.
Yeah, exactly. So Copenhagen will go for, Feyenoord will go for, Berlin, Are You There, Dogslaven will get second. Okay, fair enough. Good predictions. Basel will make it to round of 16. Okay, cool. That's a good prediction. Basel are a good team. I think they might get further than group of 16 with these teams. They may even get to quarterfinals, maybe semi. They are. I mean, if they perform well enough, they could even get to a final, play Tottenham and win. Anyone who plays Tottenham in the final wins. You get what I mean? This is Tottenham we're talking about.
That's true.
But I'm just going to bring up all the groups together if I can, Shaz. Just give me a sec. Just so we can see the teams in it.
Go for it.
Where's it gone? There we go. Right. Just give me a sec, lad. There we go. Just going to bring that up. Okay, so for this, these are all the teams in the Conference League, the Europa Conference League. So out of all them, Shaz, who are looking your favourites?
The Europa Conference League. Let's have a look. If I had to pick
I'll do the same with the Europa League as well after, but obviously we're still talking about this, so we'll might as well do this one first, innit?
So I would say between Roma and Tottenham. That's my take.
Yeah, no, that's my take as well. I think they both should get to the final. Winner, I'm not 100% sure. Wow. Some of these comments, man. I'm saying this as a Chelsea fan. Tottenham will win the whole thing. I actually didn't know you were a Tottenham fan. A Chelsea fan, sorry.
I was about to say.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I think of that.
Idris is a Chelsea fan, so he's happy Lukaku's there.
No, 100%. He's going to be happy Lukaku's there. He's going to be happy won the Champions League last season. Overall, he's had a good end of last season, a good start to this season. So happy days. His next comment, man. I bet you they are going to make a UEFA relegation league. And then he's put some laughing faces. That's quality. But yeah, Shaz, out of these, did you say it was Tottenham and Roma? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? They are, to me, those are the two favourites to win. But then you've also got potential from. Let's have a look.
Well, actually, you could probably add more teams because those that finish third in the Europa League will actually qualify for the last 16 of the Europa Conference League.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. So that was that done with the Conference League. So I'm going to bring up all the teams in the Europa League, so we can just have a quick prediction on that. Where are we? There we go. Don't fall asleep on me, bro. Okay, so this is the Europa League, not the conference. So from there, Shaz,
I'm going
favorites.
Napoli. Napoli.
You're still going with Napoli, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Not Lazio.
No, for me, Napoli.
No.
Napoli.
Hold on, Genk are here as well. Weren't they in the one of the group in the Conference League?
There's Genk and there's Ghent. So there's two.
All right, okay. I'm getting them confused.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Genk and that's Ghent. Right.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought they were the same team. Just misspell.
No, it's there's
That's
two.
crazy. Yeah, to me, these group of teams here, man, there's a lot of teams that could be favourites depending on their squad. So you've got Leon, Monaco, Napoli, Olympiacos, PSV, Real Sociedad, Leicester, Fenerbahce, especially with Ozil in the team, Lazio, Galatasaray, Leverkusen, Celtic. Do you know what I mean? And West Ham have got a good squad this season as well, bro. So there's a potential for a good group of 16 and knockout phases there, bro, with them teams if they all get through.
No, I agree. Yeah.
I think this is going to be an interesting tournament to watch just to see which teams get to the group of 16 because you can get some really good group of 16 matches there, man.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely.
But yeah, Napoli are probably one of my favorites to win with Fenerbahce. I'm going to go with Fenerbahce just because Ozil plays there. Ozil's a great player. Arsenal ruined him, especially they just wouldn't let him play.
Yeah,
that was all politically about his, what he was saying politically. And I disagree with the way they treated him.
No, that's true. I think from my opinion, from my take, I think Napoli are gonna take this in the Europa League.
You know what would be funny right now, bro? If Napoli didn't even get past their group stage. I'm joking, man. I think they're more than capable of getting past group stages, man.
You know, they say funny things will happen, so we'll have to see how the season unfolds.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. That's going to be very interesting to see, man, what happens in that league. My boy's falling asleep on me, so we're going to end this one early. My man's tired. He's been up for a long time, obviously, long hours at work. We've been on the podcast, including the last video, for an hour. I understand my man's tired, so I'm not going to keep him on too much longer. If you do need to nip off, bro, you can nip off. I'll wrap up.
No, that's fine, bro.
But yes, people, Idris, appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate the other people tuning in. If you do tune in, get involved, leave your comments. Let us know what you think of what we're talking about. Let us know what you think of the groups that we've just discussed for the Conference League and the Europa League. Go check out the video we did on the Champions League. Check out the video we've just done today on Ronaldo coming back to Manchester. Check out all the videos you can in all things football. If you're into wrestling, go check out the wrestling playlist. We've got a special playlist on all things wrestling. That's just me ranting about how.
Yeah, if you want to hear,
if you want to hear me rant about how bad I think WWE are, go check out all the videos that we've done on WWE. That's just me ranting and how upset I am with WWE.
Exactly.
We've also got a special playlist for Fergie Time where we talk about just Manchester United. So if you want to tune in there, if you're a United fan, go check those out. As always, leave some comments on the videos you do like the videos you do like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll try and get as much content out as possible. If there's anything particular you want us to talk about, let us know, hit us on private message, leave some comments on the videos. We do try and reply and get back to everyone who has commented on the videos. Follow us over on Facebook and Twitter. I'm going to bring the socials up now, Shaz. I'm just trying to find them. There they are. So official Facebook and Twitter of the channel are at the bottom. Our personal ones are just here in the corners. If you want to get in touch, as I said, just hit us up on either of those. We have got a fantasy football league over. Where is it? There it is. We have got a fantasy football league over at the official Premier League website. So get yourselves added. As we've said, there's going to be prizes for the winners of the month and the league, but you have to be subscribed to the channel as well as being in the league. I think we've just had one more comment up. You forgot about the 2030 UEFA mid-table league.
You wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
Come on, bro. They will. They'll have a league for every group of three in the league. It's just mad. I don't think they need that many European. It's diluting European football. It's taking away the exclusivity of European football by having too many leagues. Yeah. But I think we'll touch on that on another video where we talk about European football, the European leagues. We'll talk about the European Super League they tried to make. We'll talk about the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Conference League. So check that. Get ready for that video. That will be coming in the next week or so. That'll be an interesting one to get Shaz's thoughts on all them. But until next time, appreciate everyone tuning in and stay safe and see you next time, peeps.